and welcome to the Knights of the Smith dinner table actual play video of our campaign called The Saga of the Sun and the Scale. We are going to be missing Mr. Michael Sexton this week, unfortunately. He failed his constitution check, or he's just a weak little person. One of those two. We'll figure it out later.
Yes.
Anyway, without further ado, I will hand the reins back to our game master, Mr. Mike Lawson.
Well, let's see. Picking a target at random, we'll go with the person who talked the least last week. Dixie, go ahead and give us a recap of what happened last week.
Last week, Wait, let me read.
Check your notes.
We went up to the scary tree, and then we found a glowing skeleton, and then we found a shrine at the tree area, and then we found something else. What else did we find? Oh, a rock that had something in it. So then we were trying to figure out how to break the rock, and I think Cinder ended up flipping it upside down so that any skeletons that spawned would spawn under the dirt. Then we went somewhere. Then we rescued a prisoner. And
Kristen, do you need some of this?
I have some rum already, thank you. Can't see my cup because it's gray. We rescued a prisoner who had a metal shop in Magnamar, and he said he would help us with some tools, saving him. Then we fought a Boggard. And then we set up camp for the night. And then Then we approached the Boggard camp, and that's where we stopped.
That is a fair assessment of what happened last week. You will have an extra hero point for the session.
Thanks.
And that'll probably be the most you've talked all night.
I had to get it all out early.
Well, I mean, at least it's something.
That's what he said?
Yes.
Yeah,
With only one time, I swear.
at least it's something.
It happens.
So pretty.
Don't talk about Dustin that way.
Yeah.
He's not.
I mean, you're supposed to share, right?
No.
Yeah, it was in our vows.
Right.
It was in my vows.
Yeah, it just turns
Not
out.
yours.
That's true.
But Klaus has come down with a case of food poisoning from one too many half-cooked bullfrogs.
Look, not my fault that he can't stomach it, okay? It was good enough for Cinder.
It is what it is. So he's going to stick back at the rock and keep watch on camp for the day. As you all approached the Boggards. You're on the trail that Klaus pointed out. It gets fairly noticeable as you pass that rock, and it takes only about 2 hours before 2 hours before you reach the outskirts and you see smoke coming up. And if we could pull up my very first map that I have ever made for Arkenford.
Yay.
I've had the program for months.
Actually, I think it's been close to a year.
Have dabbled with it a little bit, but always just James makes it intimidating to make maps.
That's true.
When you're with the dude who is known for the maps, you get a little intimidated about making them. So I did it. So I broke my map making cherry. And I apologize to all of the viewers who like to watch James's wonderfully crafted maps for the garbage that you were about to witness on this tonight.
I make a map themed after every character, like their little homeland. I make a little thing for each one, so I have to make a courtroom for his pip. I haven't done that yet.
Oh.
But that's
Nice.
my game. That's how I learn a little bit about it, but nothing, like you said, it's James-esque quality.
Thank you, guys.
I mean, you've raised the bar really high.
And
Right.
I'm really dumb, so
Same.
No, you're not.
yeah.
All right. Which are we approaching from the west?
You are approaching from the northwest.
So northwest corner.
Put your shoes right there. Good job. We're not putting your sandals on. We're going to go get a bath. Come on,
And
bathroom.
apparently, we're going to go get a bath.
And I'm not putting my sandals on, so
Yeah, I'm not wearing my sandals, so we're good.
All right. We have vision.
guess I should have picked my stuff.
Oh.
See if I have anything that's going to help us prior to us getting in here.
Oh, I need to remove him because he is not there.
Correct.
You got the green apple splatters.
It's true.
Oh, I did have a question mechanically. Does lawful damage do extra damage to chaotic?
When it comes to Divine Lance, it depends on what their weaknesses are. If they have a weakness to lawful damage, then yes, they will take extra damage.
It's not just an automatic fire versus water.
No.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
The law. It's my only weakness.
I mean, demons probably would exactly say that.
Structure and order. It burns.
It can, actually.
I like that all demons sound like Cinder now.
Are you?
It's just all. I mean, all they breathe is sulfur, so it's fair.
So, yeah. As you're looking at that, the patchy bits of various colors, the trail, and then the green bits is going to be difficult terrain, as that is swamp water.
Yeah. Swamp water.
So, what you guys doing?
Looking for trouble.
What time is it?
I kick in the door.
It's actually only about, say, 10 in the morning. It's still morning time.
Guys, what do we do?
Nope.
There's so much pressure.
Does
There's-
anybody see anything? I can't see over top of this guy with his big shield. I'm trying. You got anything up front?
Guys, the suspense is killing me.
Let's go find some boggards.
Those are the frogs, Cinder. Those are the frogs. The big frogs.
The frog people that are like really, really bigger than frogs. Like really unsettlingly big.
Yeah. Don't let the little frogs distract you again. Big frogs.
I'm sorry. I saw frog. We ran. I never saw one before. He is so big. Like so big.
Let's
All right.
see.
That's what
So-
she said.
I mean, there's
I don't know if
various
it's-
trails, obviously. So, which way are you going?
Let's continue following this one south so we're not slogging through water.
Yeah.
So we decided the dark brown is not rough terrain, but everything else is.
Anything other than that green swampy color that's in the margins of the various colored
Okay, so
lines.
all
It's just
This
all the
color,
trails
yeah.
are- all the trails are.
Like anything that looks like jade, that's swamp.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So,
I've learned a lot since I made this just a couple of weeks ago.
It's amazing when you start playing with this program how quickly you learn the little tricks and things to really make a map shine.
I can't
Right.
figure out the layers. That's my problem.
I haven't even begun playing with layering yet. But as you continue south, stepping out from behind this tree is a Boggard warrior who points at Andros
He's pointing.
and croaks something.
it's a frog, guys.
I swear I had them already on here, but
Who's he pointing at? Me? No?
Me.
Him? Oh, okay, him. All right.
Guys, I can't see. What's going on?
right there.
Actually, right here.
Ah, that tree.
Yeah, this tree. And steps out onto the path, points at you, and says something in a language that I don't think you understand.
I only speak Common and Goblin.
Then
Yeah,
no.
my guy.
Does anybody speak Boggard?
I do not.
No.
Okay.
What?
Cinder barely speaks common.
True.
Look,
Guess I should open my character up.
first of all,
Do it from memory.
Cinder has intelligence
Be
of
more
like 12.
confident. Like, it's
Like
probably-
Cinder has vocabulary. It's a lack of common sense that Cinder lacks. Or so I have been told.
Cinder lacks a lack of common sense.
Yeah, lacks a
Cinder. Over the cow.
Oh, he's having to think about that one.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You're doing good, buddy.
The frog pointed at us. What do we do?
Um,
I think he wants him.
I'll step forward boldly.
And he smiles as you seemingly answer what he said. And let's roll for initiative.
I'm done.
Is this one of those weird honor duel things?
What is weird? What?
What?
I can't understand Cinder half the time.
Is this one of those weird honor duel things that like those knights are supposed to do? Like, supposedly. I never got it. It's
Maybe
stupid.
it's the Sarenrae thing. I don't know.
Dixie, what's your initiative?
11.
Andros?
23.
Cinder?
7.
And his pip.
21. I just want you to know the dice that Kristen picked out have rolled shitty every time I've touched them. So we'll see how this goes.
I mean, it takes some time to get used to your energy, I guess, or some sort of.
That's because
But
she
not-
rolled it before me and made me upset.
Whatever.
Oh,
Yep.
no, you don't
Yep,
let.
she voodooed it. Yep.
Wow.
Voodoo. That's what I got right now.
All right. He's going to stride forward with his club. Try to hit you on a 16.
Ah, it's a big ol' miss.
And we will go ahead and try the club one more time. Actually, with the last one, he's going to croak. So everyone within 30 feet, so that's everyone. Give me a will save.
Natural 20 on my first roll. Yeah.
Nice.
It's done for the night.
11.
You are frightened one.
That
20?
big croak.
15.
15, you're also frightened one. And Andros.
24.
24. You are not afraid of the frogs, the Boggard's terrifying croak.
It's just so big.
It's very big. But now, Andros, it is your turn.
I go into Everstand stance, and then I'm going to introduce him to my shield, which hits harder than my scimitar. Let's see, that's a 15 on the die for a total of 22.
22? That will hit.
Oh, 12 points of bludgeoning damage as he gets introduced to the holy symbol of Sarenrae firsthand.
Andrew.
And for my last action, if I understand Everstand stance correctly, I don't have to spend an action raising my shield because I already have it up, right?
Let me double check. No, you still actually have to raise it because you're changing it from being in weapon form to
Okay.
being blocking.
Then I will raise my shield.
Just smash it into his face. 12 points of damage. Raise your shield. His Pip, are you going to interfere in this at all at the moment?
I'm just gonna delay for now.
Okay. Dixie.
Can I go in one movement to the other side of the Boggard?
What's your speed?
25?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. We'll do that. I will take a swing at him with my rapier.
Okay.
Yikes. I got a 11.
That will miss.
I'll try again. I got a 22.
That hits.
All right. For 8 points of damage.
Wait, so I'm confused. Are we fighting him, Pip, or are we not fighting him, Pip?
I don't know, because I can't speak their language, and that might be a duel, but I think we just broke the rules.
Oh,
And we
So,
can't
yeah.
understand them, so.
I guess we're fighting now.
oh, okay.
You're muted, Mike.
That would help if I didn't do that. He looked very angry that Dixie came up after he looked very thrilled that you walked up by yourself. So, Cinder, it is your action.
So Pip, are we jumping him? I don't understand.
Yeah.
All right, we gonna bomb him. Am I able to throw a produce flame from over here?
I mean,
10,
what's the
15,
range on the
20.
spell?
He's 25 away.
Yeah, I got a range of 30. I didn't know if you got cover or something.
Yeah.
He'll have cover, but
Oh,
just because of being somebody right in front of him.
I'm assuming it's the table.
3, 4, 5.
It's 5
I'm
from
right.
right now.
Is that yummy?
All right. Can you bring me 4 down and 1 over to the left,
4 down. So here.
and then over to the left, and I'm gonna hurl a fire at him.
Okay. James is out, so I know it's hard for you to see on your phone screen.
Yep, I got it marked.
I'm doing the best I can do.
Yeah, you're good.
Roll your to hit.
All right, I get a negative because I'm scared. Oh, that was awful. That's a total of an 8.
You're muted again, Mike.
I thought I had unmuted. Total of an 8 is a miss.
Oh, well, enter.
Move Cinder to where my red X is, please.
He's just so big.
And then, before it goes back to...
Take my turn.
Yep.
I will step or stride to here. I think I can make it. I don't know if this one counts as difficult terrain.
10, 25.
Okay. I'll go there, and I guess we're doing this. I will cast. I'll cast Forbidding Ward on Andros from the Warrior Frog. So he gets his +1 to ACs and saving it throws against the enemy's attack, spells, and other effects.
Okay.
Zoom in
Go
on the
out.
action.
Into the swamp there. just croaking lividly. Will you back up the map for me just a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Here come the others.
More, less.
No, that's perfect.
And I suppose I need numbers now.
Nope. He's moving right there to the one who moved into the swamp. And it does not count as difficult terrain for the Boggard.
Oh, hey.
Bringing his club down with dramatic effect as I rolled my first nat 20 of the night. Sadly, he's not named.
That's good. All good. All good things.
But you will take 24 points of damage.
I will be dying one.
And then with his last action, 5, 10, his tongue lashes out towards the goblin.
Rude.
That will hit. You are grabbed by the Boggard's tongue.
So what's that mean?
It means you are grappled.
But am I grappled there, or am I grappled at... Yeah. Do I stay where I'm at and I'm grappled?
Correct.
Okay.
You are just held in place, and you do have the flat-footed condition.
And immobilized.
All right, let me
Not
change.
immobilized, but just can't move beyond the reach of the Boggard's tongue.
Oh, did you say
It's special to the tongue attack.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. I'm trying to get better with conditions, but I'll let you.
And I gotta throw in special abilities.
I wish they had PDFs of the condition cards, because then I'd just add them in.
Right? I'm surprised they don't.
They may, and I mean, when we start putting Pathfinder stuff in, if they are, I'm going to make sure that they're added.
But Andros, it is now your action.
All right, 5, 10, 15, and I'm going to introduce him to that shield boss again with a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And he will take only 10 damage this time.
Okay.
And then I raise my shield.
Dixie.
I would like to go. Can I try to flank the Boggard, but stay on trail most of the way?
5,
I'll take 2 actions,
10,
probably.
15, 20. That's 30, 35, or 30, 40, 50. So, 2 actions exactly.
All right. And then I will. I'm going to try to attack with my fang. For a 23.
23 will hit.
And it's going to be. I don't know where that die went. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage?
Yes.
Well, Cinder, the tongue lets go of you as the Boggart drops into the swamp. Your action.
I saved little one from drowning.
Go pull his
I
pip
grab
up
him
out of the swamp.
by his weird whatever court robes and just sort of lift him up so he's not facing the water. Hey, can you fix him?
His pip. Flat check.
13.
13. You are no longer dying.
Yay.
Probably because I'm not getting more swamp water in my lungs.
Like, can you fix him?
Of course. I'll look around, make sure that we don't have any trouble coming our way.
Give me a perception check.
Let's see, that's 13 plus 4, 17.
17. You don't hear anything coming at the moment.
Okay. Then I'll start a treat wounds.
Okay, so 10 minutes for that.
I gotta hold him for 10 minutes.
I mean, you could drag him back to the path.
I only
Oh,
weigh
yeah.
like 40 pounds.
Oh, I'm like 40 pounds.
Nothing's going to interrupt that check, so go ahead and give me your check.
All right. Total is so close, 23.
2d8.
15 back. That was a good roll.
That's a really good roll.
That
If I
should.
had to measure it on a scale, that's 15 out of 17. All right. And we decided wounded I don't get because he did a treat wounds and not magical healing, correct?
Correct. Wounded goes away.
Perfect.
And I'm not scared anymore, right? Because big guy's dead.
Correct. You are not scared because you only had frightened one and it drops after the turn.
Oh.
I want to suggest drinking the swamp water.
Yeah.
All right. Which way, friends?
Well, I want to loot big boy now. You got anything on him?
Let's see. He's got a medium-sized club,
It's a stick.
some medium-sized javelins,
How many?
Pointing sticks.
3, a medium-sized set of studded leather armor,
Medium. Okay.
and in a earthen crock of some sort, there's some sort of liquid.
Mm. Earthen crock of liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use an Arcana check to try to figure out what it is?
You can
Or
try. I mean, you don't know if it's magical or not.
I can do that.
Oh,
I can cast my detect magic and see if it's magical.
I'll try to smell it to see if it's magical.
There are no unknown magical auras coming from that vial.
There's no
Uh,
way.
I don't think anybody has any magical gear yet, so no, there would be no auras, period.
Okay, well, it's nothing arcanic. I don't know much about alchemy.
What would you do to identify a non-magical liquid?
Craft.
It would take a craft check.
A craft.
Crap. I'm not trained in it. Can I roll it or not?
No, you have to be trained in craft to be able to identify things.
I thought so. Well, if anything, we can take it back to our lizard folk friends. They're pretty good with
Alright.
that kind of stuff.
I'll take weird liquid.
Okay.
You're just holding
Weird
it. You're not drinking it.
That's so good about him holding it.
Are you popping it to take a sniff to see what it smells like?
Yeah. I'll do that.
That's a Cinder thing to do.
It smells really tasty.
Let me see if I can figure it out, friend.
We'll save. I got a 17. So I withheld my natural urges because Pip told me no. The DC was
And-
like 10.
17 on the craft check to see if I can identify what it is.
17 on the craft check. I believe that might be enough. Where's my DC's table?
$15 plus the level.
And yes, that is enough. That is Infiltrator's Elixir.
Ooh, that
Lesser.
does sound tasty.
Lesser?
Yes.
What's that do, Andres?
Well,
Chemist.
let me consult my notes.
You're pretty sure that it's elixir favored by spies and tricksters, and it allows you to alter your appearance. You would change into another creature of similar size, but different enough so you might be unrecognizable.
Yeah.
But it does not give you.
And it's not a lesser or anything. It's only got the one form.
Yeah, it's only got the one form.
Hey. Anybody want to be a frog?
No. I'm a lizard.
I think we can find a better use for this. The Boggards probably know that we're here by now.
Okay.
He did screech pretty loud.
Can Cinder have it? It smells so good.
If we make it out of here, you can have it, Cinder.
But
Eh,
I want it.
We can go ahead and let him have it.
It smells good. It smells so
All right.
good.
just don't drink it until we have a good reason to.
That's fine. Cinder takes a little bit and dabs it on his neck like perfume.
Okay.
Smells so good.
No, I can already see the court case.
And also, the creator decides the appearance you transform into when it's made. So you're not certain what this will make somebody look like.
Like a good stew, the plot thickens.
Pardon me. I'm guessing it would have taken a critical.
No, it actually is in the thing. The creator of the elixir decides the basics of the appearance.
No, I meant it would have taken a critical for me to figure out what it would transform them into.
I don't think there's a way to know until you drink it.
So we don't know what it does until we drink it.
You know, it'll alter the look of somebody and count as setting up a disguise, but other than that, and it'll last for 10 minutes.
Cinder doesn't know that yet, so...
Cinder knows it smells really tasty.
It does smell quite delicious. But
That's
which way
good.
you guys going now?
I'm not very good at tracking stuff. I don't know if you guys can.
I'll give it a go.
Spent too many years behind a desk.
12 on the survival to see if I can figure out which direction their camp is.
12 to figure out which direction the camp is. You're pretty sure since you stepped out beside that tree that heading south is a good idea.
All right. I assume Dixie's following me,
Yes.
keeping the other two behind us.
That is fine.
Did you make my tile ash because I burn everything?
No, actually, I based on just kind of randomly based on what type of monster it was.
Yeah, he called you a monster. I just want you to know that.
I mean,
Wow.
technically, goblins are
Monster
monsters.
is humanoid, okay? I have civil rights. Isn't that right, Pip?
I might have said that once or twice.
How
yeah.
far can we see, out of curiosity?
There's really nothing blocking at the moment. The morning mist is burned off. Oh, hey, look. You see some tents coming up over there.
All right. I'll start following the trail towards them.
Andrews, prior to us getting into any fight around here, let me bless that shield of yours.
Magic weapon?
Yes, sir.
It only lasts for a minute, doesn't it?
Right. So, like, before we get into battle, I just want you to know not to take off running into the fight. Because that's what happens. I'm like, I got magic weapon, but you're way up there. and I'm way back here.
Coming
Happened.
out of that big tent, as you get to that point, is a boggard that is draped in what looks to be a robe made of swamp grass.
Man,
One of
this
these
guy's
guys?
got style.
Swamp seer, yes.
That's pretty sweet, not gonna lie. That'd be
As well as a scout coming out of this tent, and that tent.
Gank the mage.
And Luxon says, "Why are you here in my swamp?"
Oh my god, the frog person speaks.
In common.
He says, "Oh my God, the goblin speaks."
Is Cinder behind me? Or is he behind his bib?
Behind me, yeah.
Is behind his pip, yeah.
I was gonna put my hand on his mouth.
You just cover my mouth like.
Oh shit, sorry.
That mean I take the lead on this one?
Oh,
If you want, whoever you said, holy crap, it speaks.
As Andros was opening his mouth to say something, and he hears that, and he just kind of looks back at Cinder. Okay.
Beings of the swamp, why are you attacking the lizard people that live, I don't know where I'm at, but close to you?
I'll whisper in Goblin, Mushfin.
We have come at their aid to try to end this conflict in a not bloody way, but we're still really prepared. Not intimidation.
So diplomacy?
No, I'm going to tell them it was a veiled threat, but I didn't mean for it to be a veiled threat, because I said we're prepared. We would have came in this civilly, but we are prepared for bloodshed. That'll be stand by.
stand by.
I gotta navigate 3 windows.
On a button.
You're fair.
What's the damage stuff?
Tell your significant other she needs to get her own computer.
Yeah, I just need to get mine fixed.
Are you a computer guy? Do you know how to fix stuff?
It needs scrub.
Because
I had
James
it.
will
I
say he'll
got
come
it.
over and fix it, and then he won't fix your issue, and then you have to go buy a new router. That's the kind of guy he is.
It's seriously presented as a router issue.
And he did give a great recommendation on a laptop.
He did.
All right, I got a 23 for a not intimidation, accidental intimidation. Well, we'll do diplomacy. Diplomacy was a 20 total.
A 20 on diplomacy.
Yes, we here represent the lizard people.
So the cowards send outsiders to handle their wars.
Well, outsourced, but why are y'all beefing? I need to know. Who stabbed who first?
We've been fighting for generations over
Oh,
these swamps.
well, you see, in the lockup, there was the iron, the iron jaws were beefing with the blood claws, but they decided that this half of the mess hall's theirs, but they get this half of the yard. Can you
what,
make a
what my friend
consultation?
is trying to say is, can you just share the swamp?
Yeah.
And you long pigs. He thought of a word for a moment, trying to figure out the right word. Long pigs. Not try to settle every land that you come across?
Well, I take offense to that. We've been smashed under heels
right
for
back.
many generations. I know your pain, bro.
And She kind of points off to the northeast and says, "Your kind lives that way. We have no problems with your kind."
Yeah.
Points at the other one. Her kind taken land that once belonged to our tribe years ago. We've come to reclaim it.
Like, how many years?
Doesn't matter.
Well, yeah. There's a point where it isn't it like legal. Like, there's a point where it no longer becomes. What's that term when it no longer becomes viable in court?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and legal lore would know it, but it's when like you claim a rape way too late, and it's
Statute of limitations.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a lore check, and the voice in my head told me that.
Yes.
Thank you, Abadar. Can I try a lore legal to do a diplomacy check to try to talk him into maybe finding a way to do this outside of combat and settle this?
Go ahead and roll a lore legal.
I mean, I don't even know if it's any better, but it seemed more fitting than my diplomacy. Probably not better.
That seems lawful.
Yeah, it's a lot less better, but that's what I want to do.
Yeah. Well, you got to first figure out what sort of legal ramifications there are here.
Okay, so me thinking about the legal ramifications would be a 13 plus 4 is 17. So in my head...
Out here, in the middle of the untamed wilderness that is the swamp, it's a might makes right mentality. The legal claim to the land probably would go to Magnamar, but they're not exercising their rights to colonize this area, so right now it's just these tribes are feuding. They're unless Magnamar's coming here to expand themselves, this is just a might makes right sort of situation.
Okay, so...
You have no legal recourse here.
Right. So I have to go the diplomacy route, which...
Yes, you do not get a bonus on the diplomacy for making that check because there is no legal recourse.
Right, okay, no worries. So, do you not think there's any way for you and she...
Shatterscale. Shatterscale.
What?
The tribe. Scale shatters.
Yeah, well, it's a splinter scale,
Oh.
but I have the chief's name written down somewhere. So do you think you and the splinter scales couldn't come to any agreements on maybe looking back at your histories between you two and figuring out who rightfully owns the land without the bloodshed and gore?
She sneers and says, they sent adventurers the last time to try to kill us, too. Whereas we do our killings ourselves, they send pawns.
That's a big word for a frog guy.
Well, I'm not so much an adventurer as a lawyer and a mediator.
Mommy's actually around to the van to get our
And
new
if there's
story.
any way I could potentially influence an agreement or a bargain between the two of the tribes, I'd do anything in my power to make this peaceful and as lawful as a swamp can get, to meet demands on your side and on their side, and trying to come to a mutual agreement of what goods you guys could share and the lands and boundaries that you could have. But I don't think bloodshed's the answer.
No.
He doesn't agree.
Look, guy, I know all about stacking bodies for a cause, but, like, it's going to get too costly. I mean, how much you going to bleed for this land that you don't have people to settle anymore?
That was a 19 on my diplomacy for that.
19 on that one. Tell you what.
I got a 20 for my diplomacy.
Tell you what. And she then points the staff at Dixie. We do this fight matriarch versus matriarch. I win, you leave, and we finish our vendetta against the Splinterscale. She wins, my people leave.
Matriarch.
That's in the M section of your book.
I just sort of pick sections and open it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll learn the alphabet in order. Sorry. Let me have a discussion with my group here and decide. We have no horse in this race or anything of that nature aside from what I feel and am guided to see as right. I don't want to see harm come to any of our friends or to you guys, but there has to be a better way than relentless war, generationally. That won't get you anywhere. So let us have a discussion on what we think we can come up with, and we'll decide from there.
Be quick, short pig.
That's good, 'cause that's honestly was shit.
Yikes.
Andros, I need you. Andros. I need Ceremony's light, please.
Yeah, some Redeemer aspect.
There's no law here. I don't know what to do.
I mean, Dixie, how do you feel about being challenged to a girl fight?
I'll fight. Whatever.
Andros, so we're in a little team huddle right now. She
Okay.
said to be quick. We tried diplomacy. She decided that if she can beat Dixie one-on-one, they'll leave the land and the lizard folk can have it. Or we can slaughter all of them. I tried to do it diplomatically. I don't think there's any room for law here, being in a wasteland of a swamp that it is.
I don't believe that they would be willing to seek redemption either.
Dustin, by the way, for sticking with your concept of the character, first and foremost, get yourself an extra hero point.
Hero points. So to be honest, I had 2 from last round still, but that's
You're at
They
2 now.
reset.
right. I just didn't update that. I've been watching Glass Cannon for the past 3 days. I'm watching their side sesh. It's been comical and I've been enjoying it. But
But
anyway,
their water in their map doesn't move and it's not nearly as cool.
yeah, Kristen did mention that a bunch. Their map making, like, that's not as cool as James's water.
I am, especially once we get going. I approached them once, didn't get an answer, so I am going to be, after we have all the stuff caught up and the game system's in, I am going to approach the Glass Cannon guys about using Arkham Forge again.
That'd be good. But so I guess those are our 2 options if we want to seek justice and do what's right for the lizard folks and what we were sent here to do, or try to solve the bigger problem at the risk of Dixie's well-being.
I'm okay if Dixie's okay with it.
Dixie, I don't want you to die. The only other person here that isn't, like, pasty.
Wow, that makes me feel great.
Okay, I don't have a window in my office, Cinder. I don't get any sunlight. I'm sorry.
It's just, but this could go so bad. I mean, if we kill, I don't know. Like,
And while you guys are huddling, she's gone over here, and the scouts are lined up right there. And they are in their own huddle at the moment.
Whoops.
All right, Dixie, if this is all right with you and what you want to do for your kind.
Yep, I'm down for it. Back away from a fight.
I won't let you get murdered, hopefully. I'll do my best.
Well, you already died earlier, almost. So
Yeah.
I don't believe you very much.
They're just super fast. All right. And the company of the sun and scales on 3. 1, 2, 3, break.
let's guess.
Break.
Okay. So you guys start heading towards them. She says,
All right, a couple things first. One, what's your name? We haven't been introduced. I just need it for my notes more than anything.
Her name is Seer.
Seer, like I see things.
Yes, Seer. And then it basically just sounds like water bubbles.
Boom, boom, boom.
Like, if you played Warcraft, you've heard Murlocs?
Ah.
Yes.
That's a squiggly line.
And congratulations. You now have a named NPC.
His pet. Come on.
I think
She was already named.
Yeah. She didn't have a number. What are you doing, James? Oh,
Pretty much.
Alright,
That's her name.
couple things first, Miss. How do we know? How do we know you're going to leave the lands? Say my friend here wins this duel.
Is my word not good enough for you, short pig?
I don't know you from another toad in the pond.
I've given my word, and that is all you need.
But do your people like follow your word like to the letter, or they'd be like really miffed that if you were to like die?
Unlike your kind, we have loyalty to ourselves.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. We'll fuck each other over. Sorry, that wasn't PG.
We're not a PG podcast.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, I produced.
I mean, I did put a trigger warning in the credits.
Oh, did you? Excellent. So Cinder can get a little more PG-13 up in here. Okay.
Cinder can go full R for all I care.
That's fine.
You never go full R.
Well,
We
one
upload to
question.
YouTube, so keep your dick in your pants. But other than that, it's fair game.
One question, Miss Seer. You got any drums?
Cinder, this isn't like the prison fights where you banged on the jail cells and made it epic.
But do you have any drums? Have a brawl. It's got to be cinematic.
Okay, so what are the rules for the engagement here, Miss Seer? Or matriarch, or whatever you care to be named.
My power versus her power. The strongest will survive.
Dixie, you sure?
Yep. Of course, that can happen.
Excellent. Cinder played before with random pots of junk.
That's coming across loud.
Sorry, I've got the volume. Oh, wait, no, the master volume is.
I don't know. Some volume was up there.
Yeah. How about we get initiatives from everybody? And then, Dixie, you're agreeing to solo combat with the Swamp Seer?
Yeah.
All right.
You got some cojones.
Andros, what's
I'm
your
going to refill my cup first.
Andros has a 14.
14?
I got 21.
Nice.
Dixie takes a swig out of her water skin. Just
Cinder?
Cinder got a 12.
And his pip.
A whole 8.
8? I mean, that's fine. You guys are just observing.
Till Cinder uses that burning hands. Wow!
I know, they're set up so nice.
I can see you drooling, Cinder. Quit. You keep doing this. And they're right in front of a bonfire, too. Like, just perfect.
Yeah, I know. But I got to uphold written agreements, or spoken agreements or something.
Look at that wonderful animated fire.
Cinder, I am impressed with how much you've taken from those few classes we put on.
Cinder wants to redeem himself.
He's your man to talk to.
Well, but I want to have a good time. I don't want to be stuck in the piratey.
I wish I knew where like everybody was on everybody else's screen so we could like point at each other properly. So like he does it and I'd be pointing at Dixie or something.
Well,
See, you're all vertical on mine.
yep.
I've got you in like a 1 and then 2 and 2. So
See, I got for me it goes James, me, Dixie, his Pip, Cinder at the bottom.
So I've got Mike and then James and then everybody else.
Like the Brady Bunch, except we're trying to murder frog people.
Well, settle land disputes.
See, he's learning them legal terms.
We're so
I'm
proud of
trying
you.
so hard.
I mean, massacring indigenous tribes seems to be how we've handled land disputes before in this country.
And
I
it's
am
worked out
chillaxing.
great for us.
And Jellyhacks and
And
now
Boggard.
the Deadlands, because I don't think Tarbafon's taking many prisoners. He's just trying to raise a family in peace.
Don't bring the Whispering Tyrant into this.
He is an amazing medic. He just shows up too late.
I didn't fail med school for nothing. All right. Well, she pulls out from under her robes this staff that has runes glowing down it.
See you, Dixie.
Yikes.
And then gargles something in a language that you don't understand.
You're not even there and you're fighting her.
Well, the fight started. She said she was just going to go get a drink.
I'm ready. I got a banana and it was all bruised and I can't.
Yeah, she drew her staff and then started talking in a what you assume would be a frog language. And then what's your AC?
18.
18. Well, that does not critically hit. As an arrow of acid shoots out of the tip of her staff when she finishes babbling.
Oh shit! I forgot I was gonna. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Fight already started.
Yep.
I had Spirit Link. I was gonna cast it.
I mean, you've got your initiative. You can, and that only hits for. Actually, that's really low for 3d8. 8 points of damage,
Okay.
and the acid is burning into your skin. Dixie, it is your action.
Big crit,
What do
Dixie.
you do?
Big crit.
Hey, cheat better. Cheat better.
Can I step the one square to the east?
Mm-hmm. Step action.
So what would I have to do to take the staff from her? Can I do that?
Ah,
Disarm check.
My
What do you-
girl.
What do you do for that?
That is,
Athletics.
I believe, athletics.
athletics versus her
Oh,
fortitude
girl.
save.
What about acrobatics?
Nope, acrobatics does not do that.
Can she do
Okay.
like a handstand and kick?
I want to try to steal her staff.
You got this. Not try.
I have
Follow,
2 hero points.
follow
Use your
Cheryl's
hero
idea.
points. Definitely use hero points.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Are you trained in athletics?
Yes.
Okay, you have to be trained and you have to have a hand free.
Yep. I have both of those traits. I'm going to use a hero point.
Okay.
Come on.
You want me to roll it for you? I got an
I
actual-
got. I got 21.
Don't
A
worry,
21. You partially knock it out of her grip.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, you
She has to
succeeded.
spin an action.
Okay.
You weaken your opponent's grasp until the start of that creature's next turn. Attempts to disarm the opponent of the item, gets a +2 bonus, and it gets a -2 circumstance penalty to attacks with the item or other checks requiring a firm grip.
Do it
So
again.
you still have one more action left.
Do it
You
again.
can try to disarm again. You'd be at a -3.
Instead of a -5.
because of a +2.
But yeah, you'll be at a -4 when you hit with your rapier.
Great. So is it on the ground, or she still
No.
has partial?
She still has, basically, you've loosened her grip on it.
Okay, then I'll try to disarm again.
Hit it.
At
Not
a
try.
-2.
-3.
-3.
Three?
Because, yep.
That's a 15.
You still have a hero
15.
point.
Got a hero point, 3 people backing you up, girl.
I'll use it.
Huzzah!
Nine.
Oh,
9. You actually slip in some swamp muck and are flat-footed.
Great.
That eliminates that penalty you just gave her. That kind of sucks.
Scout number 2 moves in front of his pip. Scout number 3 moves in front of Cinder. Andros, it is your action. They didn't engage, but they're blocking off the fight.
I see number 1, and I'm going to mean mug him with a natural 20 on my intimidate for a total of 24.
He pissed himself. Or whatever frogs do.
Somebody's not happy. I'm betting it's the Boggard making that sound.
Right?
Sounds like a boggart.
That was a critical success to demoralize him. So, yeah, he is a little bit shaken.
Then I will turn my gaze, this intimidating glare, if you will, right towards number 2. 17 for a total of 21.
21 to that scout. And he looks a little bit shaken as well.
And let's go for the hat trick. 15.
15 total. Number 3 just kind of looks at you and like he didn't understand a word you just said to him.
I didn't say anything, though. I just glared at him.
Right, but do you have intimidating glare?
I believe so. Let me double check. Oh, no, I don't. So, yeah, I did.
I get a -4 penalty for nonverbal and they don't understand you. So the other 2 caught the gist and he was like, what? Scout number 1 takes off to the northeast.
Full outspeed?
Yep.
20, 25, 35, 40. They're 25, correct?
20 on land. They get 25 with swimming. But he doesn't take difficult terrain for the swamp, so he's just cutting a beeline up that way. And you're pretty sure if you spoke Boggard, you would hear, oh dear God, that dude is scary. At least that's what you're assuming he's thinking. Because you looked at him real mean. Okay. Cinder. He just doesn't have any weapons pointed at you, just kind of interposed between you and the fight. What do you do?
I'll take an action to draw my claws and burst, and have flaming claws and say, buddy, you're blocking my view.
Give me an intimidate check.
I got a 17 plus a 7, so a nice 24.
He sees the molten claws appear, and just kind of shrinks a little bit. Andros didn't scare him. You did. Also,
point.
Dixie, you took 4 damage from your persistent acid. Give me a flat check.
Go high.
9.
Oh,
9.
and,
Okay.
I'm gonna give her. Let's see if I'm gonna give her a +1 to AC because of that little scale thing. But I don't know if they notice that scales are more scaly.
What?
Can you do a deception check on that to see if you can sneakily cast a spell on her?
It's just a side effect of it, right?
Yeah, if this happens, I can choose somebody to get a thicker skin.
Oh, so you can actually choose somebody?
Yeah, it's not me. It's somebody I can see.
Okay. Yeah, her scales just kind of pop a little bit rather than just like a sleek lizard. Her scaling looks more alligator now.
Okay. You get a +1 to AC.
Thanks.
And nobody noticed it.
That's right, because that's how you do it in the lobby.
I just imagine Cinder's over there like,
Don't tell anybody. Meanwhile, I'm just pointing at that Boggard to move.
what's he doing?
His Pip, what you doing?
Okay.
So I will spend 1 action to throw my book bag over here. And while I'm throwing it, I'll say a few short words and cast Appearance of Wealth in that square.
Oh.
And so I need a will save from anybody who would be enticed by wealth,
Fuck.
by material wealth.
Well,
So,
I got a 19.
I don't know if this applies to us as well, or if it's just enemies. But
It's each creature within 20 feet of the area.
so I mean, I can attempt to throw it. Let me calculate that.
So you are
5, 10.
you're throwing that and casting a spell.
Yeah, so I want it to look like the wealth fell out of my book bag. That way, it doesn't look like I cast it.
But you still have to verbally cast the spell, meaning anybody who listens knows that you just cast a spell.
Right. So I'm trying to make it all seem kind of similar as a distraction. I don't know if that or a diversion. Can I cause a diversion?
I'll tell you what. Give me a deception check.
That's bad. Let's see. That's an 11 on.
You get your charisma modifier.
Yeah, but I'm not trained in it. 11 plus 3, so 14 total for the deception.
14. Yeah, they all know you just cast a spell.
Yeah, well, I tried.
But let's see who falls for that trick, though. All right, the swamp.
Saving throw will.
What's the DC?
It would be my DC, right? So
Yes.
correct DC of 16.
Oh, thank God.
I beat it on the die roll.
Yeah.
The swamp seer critically succeeded.
Kristen, you have to make a will save.
Okay.
Scout.
Got a 25.
Okay.
Just
You're unaffected by
succeed.
it.
Just a success.
So it's fascinated by the wealth until it's completed its first action on its next turn.
Yep. The 2 scouts stare at it. Cinder, you want it. Andros, what'd you get?
Well, I
My
got 17.
Yeah, you want it for 1 action.
I want it.
For 1 action on your next turn.
Oh, I want it.
total would be 24.
24. You are also fascinated by that wealth. So everyone but the swamp seer
Fuck.
is fascinated by that.
That was my try.
So everyone is focusing their attention on that for their first action of the round.
I mean, out of character, it could convince them to attack us, which would break the terms of the agreement.
Actually, he just cast a spell. He already broke the terms of the agreement.
The
I didn't
warrior.
target her.
We're at her.
She was within the target area of the spell, though.
Right, but I didn't cast it at her. I cast it over there. More legal.
First of all, they threatened us first.
The 19, that's a good one.
19, you absolutely just violated the deals of the one-on-one duel because you cast a spell that would have affected the member of the duel.
Right, but so I didn't break it first. Cinder did, and I would have known that because
But no one knew that I did it.
Cinders didn't have a spell. His is just an ability.
But I don't know that. I don't know they didn't perceive it. So I assume Cinder broke the deal first.
That's fine. You're going based off of assumptions.
So I did it non-violently, at least. That was my...
You just wanted to cast that spell at least once.
Well,
Right.
I thought it was a good scenario for it.
Now, if you had thrown it behind you to where he, in turn, spends her time and a 20-foot burst of mist comes over everyone except her and Dixie.
Oh boy. Obscuring mist.
Yep, she cast Obscuring Mist. Perfect. Now you guys don't know where that money is. Because it is concealed to
Then
you.
can they still be fascinated by it if they don't see it anymore?
They have to go try to find it.
Okay.
Dixie!
Yep.
That money right there looks real enticing next to you.
It does.
What are you doing with your first action?
So does this chick have a full grip again of her staff though?
She did not reset the grip on her staff.
I think first I'll use one action to try to disarm her again.
Nope. Your first action, you have to interact with that money.
Oh, I do? Okay. I guess I'll go. Can I go put it on my back?
You go try to grab it.
Yep.
Your hand slips through it. You now understand that it is illusion. You have 2 actions left.
Then can I try to disarm her now?
You may. You
All
get a
right.
+2 to this bonus.
Ooh. I got a 20.
A 20. All right. She's still got a very loose grip on it.
All right. I will. She's making me mad now, so I'm just gonna try to swipe at her with my rapier.
Okay.
That'll be a 26.
A 26 hits.
4. Ooh, that's only 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay. And they will be there. Okay. And then I need your flat check as the acid burns you for 3 more points of damage.
2.
2? Okay. Scout number 2. Trying to remember which direction the thing is, because he can't really see as the mist goes around him. Steps forward with his first action, straight north,
Right into the tent.
right into the tent, and becoming entangled in the tent. His pip, you hear garbled grunting as he walked into the tent, crit failed on his reflex save, and is currently entangled.
Copy that.
Tries to get out with his last action and is unable to.
Sorry,
Scout number 3.
Trying to see if I did a Nithma or not.
I don't believe.
I don't think so. Well, it's I think it says like the minor boon, anyways, from the gods of magic says if I illegally harm someone, I don't know if I harmed her, and I don't think it's really a legality since we declared this as a lawless land.
Abadar's anathemas would be to engage in banditry or piracy, steal, or undermine a law-abiding court. This is
Not an under.
This is
Yeah.
Nope.
No anathema here.
I was just thinking for later if we survive this anyway. Instead of
right. No, I was on it, but I pulled it up just on the double check. But you are within your full legal rights right now to do what you want. Actually, oh wait, no, that would actually take an action. Never mind. Andros, you
All right.
really liked that money.
I did. So I'm going to first try and find my way to it. 15 on the
Trying to
perception.
seek it. 15 on the perception. From that time, you now remember where it was in relativity to you, but you also realize that it was fake money now.
Okay.
Your action. Action number 2.
I will step to here. And we can't see through the mist, right?
Correct. Even right next to you is concealed.
I will attempt to see if I can figure out where Dixie is. That's not too bad. 23.
She is right there next to you.
Okay.
You're heavy breathing.
That'll take all of my actions then.
Mm-hmm. Scout number 1.
And now I feel like I've messed this up real bad. I thought it was going to be a good play, and now I done.
It's okay. Cinder, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hamstring this guy who's trying to take my money.
All right, give me a flat check. Just a straight D20 roll.
Well, if it wasn't broken before.
I got a 7.
7. You are able to attack the dude in front of you.
Oh my god.
Get off my money! All right. So I got an 11, 17.
17 will hit.
And I scream, "Get off my goods!" Oh wait, no, hold on. I rolled the wrong things. All right. So that is a total of 8 fire, 3 slashing, 5 fire.
It's all fire.
Oh, it's all fire.
Yep. Once you add the elemental component, all damage becomes the elemental component.
Oh, yeah. So 8 fire.
8 fire. You realize that money was fake.
Now I attack him because I'm pissed because that money's not real.
Unleash the beast.
All right. So 13. I get a -4 to my normal attack. So 15. Does 15 hit?
A 15 misses.
But how's he get his dex? He doesn't know where the attacks are coming from.
Concealed doesn't make you flat-footed.
All right. Well, Cinder's pissed.
You got one more
That
action.
I have one more action.
No, he was fat. Oh yeah, because he attacked twice from his fascination.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and channel a shield in the direction that I was swiping.
All right. His
You go,
pip.
Dixie, you go!
All right. So his pip heard Cinder yell, "Get off my goods." That make me think he was attacked.
Get off my goods.
Yeah. So I'm gonna know where I cast that, or the direction, anyways.
Correct. Are you sustaining it?
I won't sustain it because
All
I don't
right.
even know if I can sustain it because I can't see it.
You can still sustain it because you don't have to be able to see
I don't
the
have
spell.
to line of sight on it.
No.
I will be right back.
Man, I don't know what I want to do now. I'll stride towards it first. Do I have to sustain it on my first action, or can I do that later in the
You have to sustain as your first action of the round.
That's a stupid thing. No, I won't sustain it. This missed and everything. So I will go to try to recover my backpack, and I'll bump into Andros.
You can still pass through my square.
I'll pass through him. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll go through till I'm searching on the ground, I guess, or looking down.
Right. You pass through the square because you knew where the magic was.
I can't see Dixie though, can I?
Once you're out of the fog, you can.
Okay, so it's not blocking that.
Nope.
Okay. So Dixie's still standing. I will try a deception check and then try to cast Forbidding Ward on her.
Okay. A deception check would be an action, so you would not have 2 actions left to.
So I can't sneakily cast spells without that as an action.
Not on this round. You could next round.
Good next round, if there is a next round.
I'm moving this party outside.
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Shit balls. I even thought of 3 things I wanted to do, and none of them are going to work. I will attempt to aid Dixie by causing a diversion. I'll kind of fumble with my bag. So that's 2 actions to aid, and then I have to describe to the GM how I want to aid.
Yep, you're trying to draw her attention away.
Right, so what kind of roll would that be?
Deception.
That's going to be
It's a 13 on whatever.
a 13 total.
Well, it's a 13 and then whatever I need to roll. Skill or what do I add to it?
Well, what are you trying to aid her with? With her attack?
Yeah, I'd like to make it easier to hit the matriarch by causing her not focus on battle as much, I guess.
All right, so what would your attack total be?
It's for melee or for like a spell?
This would be for melee.
18 total.
18? All right. Aren't quite able to aid her.
I'm striking out here, boys.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
But you're trying.
I'm trying. I'm gonna have to hear it. You got my character killed.
Well, that's okay, because Myrtle isn't pissed at Dixie.
Yeah.
She's pissed at the person who broke the arrangement.
Which was
No shit.
So she's going to step action there.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey.
I'm just kind of fumbling with my book bag, like, oh, look at me. And then she's gonna punch me in the face.
Actually, scratch that. She strides to there. And then, in a 15-foot emanation, I need you 3 to give me fortitude saves.
Ooh, 16.
I got 18.
18,
20 total.
20 for you, Andros.
24.
24. As that 15-foot emanation belts out. Those of you who rolled less than 19 take 11 points of damage. Those of you who rolled more than 19 but less than 29 will take 5 points of damage.
I'm dying one.
You are dying 1.
I got you, fam.
Dixie, give me a
Flat
save.
Just a flat check.
Flat check.
7.
7, you're at dying 2. You move to dying 3 because of the 5 points of acid damage. Now give me a flat check from the persistent acid.
2.
2, all right. Scout number 2 tries to extricate himself, does extricate himself with his first action, stands up, sees the outline of Andros right there, hits his flat check, and is going to make a swing with his Morning Star. Does a 21 hit Andros?
Yes, but not a crit.
I didn't think it would be a crit. 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he is going to try to scare everyone with a terrifying croak. So we'll save to everyone who's conscious.
22.
19.
22, you're good. You're good. Andros?
26 with a natural 20.
All right. You are immune to any terrifying croak for a minute, Andros. Scout number 3 is going to see if he can get his flat check to hit Cinder. Fails the first one. Second one. Fails the second one. Third flat check. Succeeds. So he's finally able to swing. And that is a 16 to hit Cinder.
It does not hit.
Okay.
Cinder hit. He's used to fighting people that aren't 3 feet.
That's true. Andros.
All right, so I will stride to here because I knew that was
Because
the
you
way
did
out.
see her outline fall.
Then I will touch her and give her 6 hit points back
All right.
with lay on
Wounded
hands.
one.
And then I will raise my shield.
Okay. Scout number 1 does his thing.
Is he still running?
No. He has gathered 3 more scouts, and they will be at the combat in a couple of rounds. I'll tell you when they appear at the edge of the tent line, basically. Cinder.
All right. So how does swiping this dude blind work?
Roll me a flat check.
All right. I got a 8.
An 8, you're able to hit him.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to miss with my first swipe. But I'll make it a second attempt.
All right, flat check.
Flat check 16.
You're good.
And I got a swipe of 17.
Okay, and that's with the -4.
Yeah.
All right, that will hit him.
5 points of fire.
Okay. And
Yeah,
last
so-
action.
I'm going to try to get out of this fuck, this is awful. I'm gonna roll direction, and it looks like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have me walk 25 feet northeast.
5, 15, 20, 25.
And then I find a 10, I guess. Because I rolled a D8 to just randomly walk a direction.
Nope, you're good. Yep, you made it out.
Hey! All right, that's Cinder's turn.
His Pip, what you doing?
The deal's off. The deal's off, Cinder.
Yep.
I will turn towards Dixie and place a hand on her weapon and a hand on her forearm. And cast magic weapon on her weapon, and then I will cast heal, 1 action heal on her. Then I will apologize. Dixie, I'm sorry about all this. And heal is a 1d8, right?
Yes.
That's 7 points back to you.
Awesome.
So now, Dixie, your weapon is a +1 striking, so you get an extra damage die and a +1 to hit.
I'll be right back.
No problem.
I had to make sure magic weapon would work because she wasn't holding her weapon anymore because she went down. But it's unattended or wielded by an ally, so.
Correct.
So, 7 points of healing, and you got a fancy weapon that's shiny now.
Ooh, ah.
And I'm about to get fucked up.
You are indeed. Let's see. She doesn't need the mist anymore. That gets dismissed.
Dismiss the mist, huh?
Yep. And at this point, she's just going to crack her staff at the 3 schlubs that are right there with her.
Let's just sweep on it.
First, let's see. Andros has his shield raised, so she's going to try to get through the defenses first. 26.
That would be a hit.
Okay.
And I will shield block that.
All right. It is 14 points of damage.
Okay, so I take 9, and the shield takes 9.
Yep. Second attack leveled at the cleric. 18
That is.
for 12 points of damage.
I'm dying 1. I'm not wounded.
And then the last hit does a 21 hit Cinder.
She's not taking any penalties? Good God.
Oh no, she took a -10 on that swing.
Oh,
Does a
Yikes.
21 hit?
yeah, it hits.
All right, then pull me a bludgeoning crit card, please, as that was with a natural 20 to make 21.
All right.
Did I get to the thinky bits?
No.
That's my favorite from First Ed.
Feeble parry. The target drops 1 weapon it's wielding determined by the GM.
I can't drop my hands.
Yeah, you lowered your left and she clocked you upside the head, but other
One
than
hand
that,
comes off. Ah!
ooh, 28 points of damage.
Yeah, dying 1. Wait, how
Wow.
does that work if you get double your health? Are you just dead?
No.
No, just dying 1.
Nope, you just go to dying 1.
Those rules are gone.
Dixie,
Yep.
What you doing?
I'm going to. Oh my. I'm going to step towards. Seer.
You got to pick up your weapon with an action.
You also have to stand
my
up.
weapon. No. Okay, well then, is that is his pit the closest one down, dying
Yep.
next? Okay, I'll stand up, pick up my weapon. Oh, I can't do that. Isn't an action to take an item out of your bag, right?
Yep.
It is.
Oh, you know what? I'll leave my weapon down. I'll pick up my minor healing potion and shove it down his pip's throat.
Okay.
Was that 1d8 as well?
Yes. Got a 1.
His Pip, you are wounded 1.
Dude, at least you're conscious.
Now give me a flat check,
That's for you, Francis.
Dixie.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Flat check.
I don't want to.
I don't know where that die went. How about a 6?
A 6? How about 6 points of acid damage also?
How'd you go? Fall in a hole. A nice hole with a bunch of pillows in it. How about that?
I mean, you know, there's so many jokes that I could go with that, but it's time to tuck in my kids, so I will be right back instead of making.
All right. We will pause
And strategize. Lots
and
of that.
strategize.
Yeah, feel free to try to come up with some strategy here.
It's going to be bad. I was just apologizing
All
for being a
right.
terrible Pathfinder player.
And we are recording once more.
Yeah.
All right.
Whose turn?
Quick break. It is Scout number 2's turn. And he, being confused about what's going on here, is going to step to there, but he's going to attack Andros because he hasn't been told that it's fair game on everyone yet. So he thinks y'all are doing dirty. That's going to miss. And the second attack is also going to miss. Wow. That was just lovely. Number 3 is going to come around to there and attack Andros as well. That is a 20.
That is going to hit.
Even with your shield raised?
Yep. 19 with my shield raised.
Okay.
Because I couldn't afford better armor.
Fair. But you will only do 4 points of damage. And with his last swing, will miss terribly.
Okay.
Andros, it is your action.
All right. So first up, I am going to introduce her to my shield.
Do not 20.
My man.
Go ahead and pull that bludgeoning card.
Woo! I'm sweating.
She has been clocked.
Fort or die. Fort or die.
Triple damage, and the target is knocked prone.
Oh.
And this is on the blah, 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 blah lady?
Yes!
Yep. What was the damage?
Let's see, because this is going to be big.
That's the end of the episode. The blue lady.
Yeah, spell that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, Max. He maxed it. He maxed it. It's an 8.
That is an 8. So that's base of 24.
Yep.
Plus another 12, so 36 points of damage.
36 points of
Holy
damage.
shit.
Surprisingly,
No.
that's enough to drop her to dying 1.
Oh, no. I should have gave you magic weapon. That would have been fantastic.
I still could have only taken her to dying 1.
Right.
Correct.
It's just big numbers.
Yay, big numbers. That's your first action.
With my second action, I am going to attempt to... actually, no, he is prone, so they probably aren't paying attention to him. She was the one that was paying attention to his pip. So with my second
looks
action...
like he's got some burning wounds on him. 2 doesn't look like he's been hit.
I will... Let's see. Cinder is not dead yet. So... I will... I'm in bad shape. So I will spend an action grabbing my healer's kit, and then I will battle medicine myself for a total of 25.
4d8 back to you.
Oh, James is the best cheater ever.
Oh, I
Yeah,
wish
he is.
I wish I could roll like this all the time. It's this gold dice set. 11.
It's the dice bag, actually.
Yeah, I think it
Part
is.
of all of my luck.
11,
You got a
5
nice
is
set, James.
16.
You got a nice set.
I went from 3 hit points. I gained... That's 24th that I gained. So I am looking 110% better.
You have patched yourself up,
Now to find my missing die.
which is good. Because there's a sound of things approaching from the northeast.
It went all the way over there. So they come
Cinder. They're not there yet, but they're not coming in stealthy.
Flat
Cinder-
10.
Flat 10? You're dying 1 already?
Yeah.
in. Do you have
Move
Die
to
Hard?
dying 2.
No.
Dying 2 for Cinder. His pip.
So,
You can indeed cast from prone, but if you cast an AoE, you're going to
right.
get her now.
So what can I do in battle as far as healing aside from spells? I don't have battle medicine, so I can't do anything, right?
Just spells.
Right. Okay.
Or hand out potions.
Right. You're good.
Oh yeah, I'm looking healthy as
That's all you heal
fuck.
yourself. I will. How is Dixie looking? Because I know I just healed her, but I knew it wasn't for much. So I looked
Dixie's
at
still
her.
looking-
All right.
She's 50% or so.
No.
No. Okay.
She's still dripping acid from that first acid arrow that hit her.
So I will. Oh, this sucks. I will reach
I think this deserves a celebratory drink.
one hand and one action heal on Dixie. Using these guys. That is
8?
not that dice. Let's see. That's 7. That's not bad.
That's
And
good.
I will 2-action stabilize. No, I'll just 2-action heal Cinder.
Hey.
So D plus 8 there.
88 plus D8 or plus 8 rather.
A D8 plus 8, yes.
D8 plus 8. Okay. So that's also 7. Hey, your sparkly bullshit dice roll 7s. So 7 plus 8, so 15.
15.
Back to full.
So you are no longer dying. You are wounded 1.
Correct.
But you are prone with full health. She is standing, but you don't have a weapon still, and I'm still prone in the same spot.
So
All right.
Cinder's awake.
Cinder is awake and good.
So like I was saying, Grandma, like, oh, we're back.
She's also dead. Dying 2.
Yeah, you can
Dixie, what you doing?
I'm going to.
Your rapier's right there at your feet still.
all shine.
Yep, I'm gonna pick it up and have number 2 or number 3 appear to be hit. I don't remember.
Number 3 has some angry-looking burn scratches.
You're welcome.
Number 2 doesn't have anything.
I'll just go ahead and swipe at number 3 with my rapier.
Okay.
I got a 21.
You add the
21.
I got a 26.
What?
26?
The plus 1.
Yeah. I'm sorry, 22.
Ooh,
I was thinking.
that's fine.
I filled over to a 5 and I got confused.
26 was
That's-
a crit, wasn't
That still hits. Yes, 26 would have been a crit.
it? So you get
but that
2 damage
hits.
dice.
So it's 2d6 plus your strength.
Or dex, whichever one you're using.
She's using strength because she doesn't have that ability yet.
Oh, it's finesse, right?
Finesse means dex to attack.
Right. Okay, yeah, we figured that out. That's right.
Wait,
And
I can't. Oh, never mind. Is deadly D8s only when you get a net 20?
only when you critically hit.
Yeah, if you critically hit.
Has 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Still up. Your action.
I will hit him again with my rapier.
Okay, -5. But you still have your +1, so -4 total from your base.
That is a 19.
19 is still a hit, so 2d6 plus strength.
That is 9 points of damage.
That time he's dead.
Woo!
Nice.
And that'd be it.
All right, number 2, seeing that Andros took out the boss lady. Actually, we are in a new round. So we've got newcomers entering the map this round. That's so perfect.
That doesn't sound like frogs. It sounds like a.
It's Murlocs from World of Warcraft, but it works for Boggards. Yep, they're angry. Number 5 moves onto the board with his first action. Second action, he's going to move forward.
2.
Let's see. Cinder's prone. His Pip's prone. So, surveying the battlefield, sees the threat of the long pig in armor. So he's going to stand over Murgle
My fang getting picked up.
and miss you. Number 6 comes in, sees what's going on, and is going to try to drag Murgle off with its third action. So second action to move up, third action to grab and back away 10 feet as of dragging somebody. Okay. Now we've got number 2, who now that has backup isn't going to try to run, is going to try to kill the long pig that took out his boss lady, missed terribly, miss even worse, and I think that'll miss because of the -10, yes. Would have hit any of the other 2 times, but... All right, Andros.
So number 5 is in between me and
Oh, one second. Dixie, give me that flat check versus the acid.
All right, I'll use a different die. 18.
18.
Thank God.
You are finally done burning as you take
Yay.
1 more point of acid damage.
No. Okay.
So much damage from acid.
Well,
I know it sucked, but it was just crazy. Like
yeah.
the amount of damage it actually did.
Those persistent checks are ruthless. All right, now Andros. Yes, number 5 is between you and
making sure that they're demoralized. That is to hit with my shield, a 25.
That will hit, not crit.
So it's only 7 points of damage.
Okay. Action number 2.
Swing again. 15 plus 2, 17.
That will also hit.
7 more points of damage. And then I will raise my shield.
All right. Number 1's going to make an appearance again. First action to show up on the board. Second action, he's actually going to pause and survey. And then with his third action, he's going to pull out his sling as his third action.
Oh my god. There is a YouTube video that is 10 hours of the sound of a murloc.
Well, I know what you're going to fall asleep listening to tonight. And what Cheryl's going to use for her case for justifiable homicide. Cinder, it is your action. You are awake.
Is there still one more that's supposed to be stomping back this way? Do I hear more of an approach?
Not currently, no.
All right. So they're going to get a surprise burning hands, 6-1, and the old lady.
All right. Yeah, that's
And
easy. I'm not even going to brag for cone.
That is not an attack spell, so you do not have a minus to anything on that.
No. I just sort of like, I try to go out the front, but ends up coming out the back, so yeah.
You cast, and as an extra somatic component, you add a fart, and you launch a gas-burning
Oh my gosh.
fart. Burning bowels.
A 3-action burning hands, it turns into burning bowels.
That's welcome to my life.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Roll the damage.
Hold on, I gotta pull
cool.
up the damage again. That ain't bad. All right.
And I know they're all already failed the saving throw, but I think your DC's what, 16, 17?
17. They take a total of 8.
Well, 2 of them take a total of 16. One of them being the lady who dies.
Yeah.
Number 6 also took 16 for critically failing the roll. And number 1 took it all to the face.
And then I'll pop up like a spring daisy and go, ribbit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That is indeed your turn.
Is Burning Hands 3 actions?
No, it's a 2-action spell. That's why you was able to get up from being prone. Number 4. Number 4 hasn't showed up yet.
Nope.
First action, show up. Finish
I was
that.
very confused.
Second, moving up to Cinder. Return to Cinder. And that is a 24.
Yeah.
Slaps the Morning Star for 9 points of damage.
Okay.
His pip,
Oh, I'm a shitty adventurer. That's all.
you got frogs on the left of you, frogs on the right,
Here I am.
stuck in the middle with boggards.
On the plus side, Cinder's a sorcerer, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So he could do that again.
I can do that a lot.
So I'm feeling terrible about myself, so I'm just gonna stand up and toss a ball of acid at number 6 because they're all imposing on my friend over there. with an acid splash.
Acid splash magic card.
Acid splash. My daughter's favorite spell.
That's a
Good one.
18 plus 6. So 24.
24 hits.
And that is, what is that, 1d4?
1d4 plus pertinent caster ability.
1d6.
So wisdom.
Acid damage.
Oh, is it?
Thought it was 1d4.
Acid splash is 1d6 plus 1 splash damage.
And so you don't get your modifier until you heighten it. So
Nope.
d6 plus 1 splash.
So what's the d6?
3.
3 for this initial, and then 1 and 4 will take 1 point of acid damage.
And then I'm just going to keep apologizing. I'm sorry. That's all what you get. Oh, this is awful.
Well, she's dead. Number 5 is hurting. Has a flank, though, with number 2. But the goblin dropped fire. So step away from the guy with the shield.
Like straight north.
Yeah. Will hit Cinder with a 26 for 4 points of damage. And
Still
with the last action, not knowing what's been going on, is going to try to Terrifying Croak. Andros, you are immune to this still. So everyone else make a will save.
20.
Natural
Nice.
20 on the die or 20 total?
20 total.
Okay.
16.
16, you're frightened 1. Dixie?
I got a 19.
19, you are good. Number 6. Number 6 begins taking off to the east. Full 60 movement.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60.
Okay. Was fuckered up. Let's see, what you doing? You got number 2 right there.
I guess I'll take a swipe at him with my rapier.
Still got the +1 for magic weapon.
All right, that's an 18 then.
That'll hit. 2d6 plus.
That's gonna be 13 points of damage.
I got a lot of sound bites I need to add in.
Apparently,
I am frightened 1. Holy shit.
I'm awake. 13 points of damage. Booyah.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow night.
Is he dead?
No, that was the first damage he's taken.
Okay. Well, I will swipe at him again. But that'll be a -4 because the +1.
Right.
That'll be 15.
15 misses.
All right.
If only you had stepped to get the flank.
True that.
Last action.
I guess I'll just step to get the flank. Or Cinder over there.
Well, number 2 didn't like getting poked, so he's going to lash out at you with his club.
Do it.
Will miss. I don't believe a 15 hits you.
It does not.
Realizing he's surrounded, will then stride to there,
To where?
right behind Dixie, and make another attack which that is a 16 total.
No.
Okay. Because you still got that +1 from Cinder also.
Correct.
No, that dissipates. That's only for
Okay.
one round.
Oh, it's only for a round?
Sorry. Rather not bend the rules.
How
Cheat
dare
better.
you? Yeah, cheat better. All right, here we are. I'm closing out some tabs I didn't need from looking up various effects. Andros, they retreated away from you.
Well, can't have that. I will step, turn to face him, and introduce him to Saren Ray in the form of my shield boss. 23
23. That hits.
for 9 damage.
9 damage to number 5. All right, he's wobbly but still standing.
Smack him again. Let's see, that's 18
18 hits.
for only 5 damage.
Only 5 damage is enough to kill him.
All
I did
right.
real good.
And that's all of my actions.
Right. Number 1 pulled out his sling and is going to fling a sling at Andros.
And I haven't even drawn my sword yet.
No, you have not. I mean, the shield's doing just fine.
The shield does more damage.
Right. Especially in that stance. Does a 19 hit Andros?
It does.
Good. Good. It would have been nice if I'd rolled a 19. It was actually a 16. I just wanted to feel like I was getting bigger numbers.
Keeping you honest.
A 16 misses, however.
Yeah. Yeah, the swamp rock just kind of dinks off of your armor.
I'll just kind of do the rock style raised eyebrow at him.
Cinder.
I can't do it.
So he's going to taste some of these claws now. So I'm going to take a swipe at 4.
Number 4.
16 plus a 6 is enough.
That is enough.
That is 7 fire.
Okay. Stills up. What you doing?
Catch him with the other hand. That is a 19 plus 2 for a 21.
That also hits.
And then that is another 5 fire.
All right. He's not thrilled about it, but still up.
Well, risk a little. You know what? I'm going to take my last action to shield myself.
Nice. What's that bring your AC up to?
18.
Plus, you can
Because you
shield
made-
block.
Yep. Yeah. But a 17 misses that 18. Tries with the Morning Star again. And 17 misses that 18. Tries one more time. And even with the minus 10, that's a 14 total. So he's just trying to hit you.
I'm up here. I'm down here, guy.
His pip.
His pip. His pip's looking like he's about to pass out. So he's going to kind of conjure that ball of acid again and just kind of flip it out towards number 1.
Okay, roll your to hit.
16 plus 5 now. So that's 21.
That will hit. Do 1 damage to number 4. And how much d6 damage did you do to number 4?
One to him as well. Yep. Good old 1. And then he's going to kind of stumble and lay inside that tent.
This one?
He's just, yeah. he's about to pass out. So
So just hiding a little bit.
sure, yeah.
I mean, it works.
I didn't realize I've been at 1 HP for a hot minute.
Like 2
You
or
me
3
too,
rounds.
One hit point. It's like poker, man. Chip in a chair. You're good.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. 1 HP. I forgot I didn't heal myself that one time.
Number 6 is continuing to go get additional help. We now have a round counter before number 6 gets back with some help. And I won't tell you what that is. Dixie.
I'm going to be like, oh, look, everybody just left me as number 2. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, you should be able to handle 1.
Right? You could hope so. I will take 1 swing with my rapier for 20.
Hits.
For 9 points of damage.
Oof.
Is he still up?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll swing at him again with my rapier. Ooh, I got a nat 1.
Nat 1. All right, let's see what happens with the melee attack on a critical fumble card tonight.
Well, the good news is it doesn't affect her much. She pulls a muscle as she overextends on her lunge, and until she's healed, she is enfeebled 2.
So -2 to all strength checks, including damage rolls. And she does strength to damage, so that drops it by 2. So, third action.
I want to just go stand in front of his pip in front of the 10.
Guarding his pip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
What did you ooh about?
Well, I was like, I always forget I have my shield, but I used a third action. So.
You never picked up your shield after you got knocked down.
That's true.
Laying
So I
in
forget
square
about
behind
it.
you.
Okay. I've never had
Number 2 sees you retreating and gets bold. Steps forward. Can I see a melee critical fumble card for that one?
Absolutely.
fucking face plants into the fire.
Also, Dixie, you'll gain a hero point.
You take bad grip. You take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls with this weapon until the end of your next turn.
And we'll try to swing a second time, but miss because of that -2, actually. Because with that -2, -5. What's your AC, Dixie?
18.
Yep, missed by 1. I don't like this game anymore. Andros.
Mike, I just want you to know it does hurt me to see you this way,
I don't care.
but I feel the same way, so it's fine. We're
All right. Andros steps forward and introduces number 4 to his shield. 17.
Hits.
Oh, I didn't expect that to hit. For 6 damage. Still up.
Yes.
And a 19 on the die plus 7 is 26.
Even with the -5?
Oh, sorry. I forgot the -5. Thank you. 21.
I was about to say, that's a crit, but nope, now it's just a hit.
6 damage.
6 damage is enough to kill him.
Yay.
Last action? Or no, that was your last
That was
action.
my last.
Number 1. Oh, he's still got a buddy in the fight. Knows number 6 doing his thing.
I wish the Your Next feat was available for champions.
Steps forward. Draws. Actually, scratch that. It's going to try to tongue you from back there.
Ooh, kinky.
Yeah. A 23.
That will successfully tongue me.
You have been tongued.
Oh my gosh.
And then, with his second action, he loads a sling. Third action is going to try to ping you with it. And that's a 20 to hit your flat-footed AC.
That will hit.
For 3 points of damage as he finds a crack in that armor. His Pip, what you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. Cinder, what you doing?
Oh. Well,
He is tonguing your friend.
I don't know if I should interfere or not. Usually when it came in on the lockup, you just don't ask, don't tell. I'll go ahead and move up. Right there I'll work. And I'll make one swipe with them flaming claws. And that is a 19.
19 will hit the creature.
And that's a minimum 2.
Okay.
Then I'll make a second attack. And that's a miss.
All right. His Pip, what you doing?
I will see Dixie's feet outside.
You can see number 2 from where you're at.
Am
as
I
well.
prone? Because can I go to prone with one action? Because
You said you dove into the tent, so we just assumed you were prone.
okay, I had to stride in there, and so I thought jumping was another action too.
Basically, diving.
Okay.
Dropping
I
prone
allowed
is
it to
free.
go as well. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I didn't know. So can I stand in the tent though? Can I stay in?
Yeah.
Stand? Okay. I'll stand and Divine Lance number 2.
Good or lawful?
Well, this is an unlawful area, so I will try to bring some law to it. So I'll just conjure a giant gavel.
Roll your Divine Lance attack.
Objection!
Because that is an attack spell.
That's a 20.
A 20 will hit, and these are chaotic creatures.
1d4 plus spell mod.
So D4 plus your wisdom mod.
3 plus, I don't know what my wisdom is. 3, so 6 points of lawful energy.
6 points of lawful to scout number 2, drops him dead. Top of the round. That timer clicks. Dixie.
Well, at this point, there's only one thing alive, so I guess I'll make my way towards it.
Move action. You get there in one move.
Then I will swipe at him with my rapier. For an 18.
18 will hit.
All right. Am I still doing 2d6? Here.
2d6, but what's your normal strength bonus?
2.
All right, so 2d6 plus 0.
Okay.
Because you're enfeebled 2.
Did you? I guess it doesn't matter. You would have 17, but you're at a -1 right now. You get the +1 to hit from the magic weapon, then you get a -2.
Okay.
She's not on anything to hit because she uses dex to hit.
The dex. Right. Never mind. I'm
And
bad.
I get 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. All right, still up.
I'll take a second swing at him then.
All right, just at a -4 because of your +1 on the weapon.
All right. Ooh, that's a 12.
12 is a miss.
All right.
Would have hit if you didn't have a -4. But that goes to Andros.
All right, so I can step into him. I just can't get farther away, right?
Huh? What do you mean?
Like step closer to him? He has me
Yeah,
with
you
his
can-
tongue.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you could step closer to him.
So
You just aren't immobilized. You are grabbed.
16 on the hit with the shield. There we go. And if the 16 hits, that's 11 damage.
All right. You are able to do that. Thwap him and he drops.
I'll disentangle myself from the tongue with a, let's see, athletics. So an 18 on the athletics to get free.
It just kind of loosens as he dies. So you don't even have to roll that. You still have one action left.
All right, I'm going to look around for where more trouble is coming.
You know, one of them ran off. Give me a perception check.
15.
15. You're pretty sure he took off to the east-ish.
All right. That's all my actions.
Yep. Cinder, what you doing?
All right, so I'm going to use 2 actions to cast Mage Hand. So this smoky, incorporeal hand flies towards the campfire, then solidifies into carbon around the drop's shield and bring it towards me. And then I hold it out to the lizard saying, "You drop this."
Okay.
And then I say, "Pip, I feel shitty. I don't want to see Grandma again. Can you help me?"
All right. His Pip.
So we're staying in rounds.
Yes.
Okay. So I stood up last time. I knew there were only 2 left. I assume I heard him slay the last guy in a body thump. So I will just cast a 3-action heal and hide in my shame and my tent. The tent of shame. That's 6 points back for everybody.
Do you have how many fonts do you have?
I have 4 daily.
Okay, so this is your last one then.
I took heal as a first level spell as well. So I had
Okay, well, as far as your fonts go, this will be your last one of those.
Okay, I just clicked them in a different order. So
That's
I've got one heal left.
You got 1 heal left. So 3 action, D8 to everyone.
So that was 6 for everybody. And then I'm just still going to be muttering, "I'm sorry. I'm not cut out for this."
You right.
In my tent of shame.
Dixie, you taking the shield that's hovering in front of you?
I will.
I told you I get good at that smoke thing.
All right. What are you doing with your other 2 actions? Andros is facing off to the east, just like he's waiting for something.
I'll just walk towards the east, I guess.
Just
I'll
start
do one.
walking that way. How far are you walking off?
Let's just do 25.
All right, move her 25 feet to the east.
15, 20,
Dixie got some kahunas.
Dixie does have some kahunas.
Walking
Well,
into
she's
the
got a
cold.
kawaii, but okay.
You have 1 action left.
I'll just stand there. I don't know. I guess I can raise my shield.
You can raise your shield.
I want to do that.
Andros?
All right, so she advanced. I'll move up next to her, and then I will. How injured does she look?
Not very.
Okay.
Not at all.
Well then, I will ready an action to shield bash anybody who gets within my range who is an enemy.
Shield bash upon approach. That works for me. Cinder, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take 2 move actions. So move me up my full speed of 25. And then can you expand the map at all?
Can't go that way.
Go ahead and move me into
You
the
actually
swamp.
be here. You would actually be on me.
I'd be on you.
Yeah, at 25 is on me. Moving straight across. 5, 10, 15.
I'm gonna run into that tree, and then I'm gonna
Sorry,
take.
there's 25.
And then I'm also gonna run into that tree there, that's directly in front of us, and I'm gonna make an attempt to hide. That was a 13. 1 second, I gotta pull up another window. Intermission. Sorry. That is a total of 19 to hide.
Nice. All right.
That'll be my turn to hide in the tree.
His pip.
Commotion died down. His pip's about half ready for battle and feels like he needs to vindicate himself. So he'll stride out of the tent, see all of his comrades over there, and stride to there.
Sorry to blind you.
He'll say a little prayer to Abadar, and then I guess I haven't really said it, but I've had my crossbow out, I assume, because we were ready for a fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't need a... So I'll ready in action to shoot at any enemy that approaches within my... What's my range?
Well, you can't ready. It takes 2 actions to ready.
And
You stood
And
and
you
then
would
you
have
walked
had to-
out.
You would have he had already stood up, but you would have had to pick up your crossbow from where you had been dying previously.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you picked it up.
I don't have my crossbow.
I'll say that you could have taken an action to pick it up as you move. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, so I'll have that, and so I have 1 action left, and I don't have any 1 action things. So I will make a perception check to see if I can see the enemies coming from the east, where everybody's looking.
Yep.
It's an 11 or 13 rather.
13. Yeah, you're not quite certain.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm back.
Thanks for noticing me.
I'm Eeyore.
No.
As number 6 does not return, but 2 Boggard are going to make an appearance this round. As number 6 is trying to gather more reinforcements. Please, as I get them on the initiative track here.
You said 2 of them?
Yep. Okay. Dixie. Nothing. You just see the faint outline of these 2 warriors at the edge of your vision there.
And there's still people back by the fire, right? Is that where his pip is?
His pip is behind you with his crossbow now.
I'm sorry. I'll step forward on the edge of the tree line north of Cinder.
So, like, to here?
Yeah, that's good. And then I'll just stay by him and ready my, raise up my shield.
Raise your shield? Okay.
Yeah.
Because you have 2 actions left. You could ready an attack on approach, or you could use one of your actions to raise your shield.
I'll just raise my shield.
Strides forward.
Whoops. Forgot to group them.
30, 35 to right there. Let's see, does he notice the cinder? You're not certain if he sees you or not. but he is going clubbing. And with a natural 1, Dixie, go ahead and gain a second hero point.
Woo!
Nice.
I think I used them both earlier.
What do we get?
This is bad. That's the name of it. This is bad. You take 1d10 persistent bleed damage.
Oh shit,
Wow.
that is bad.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he goes to swing on you, and you kind of have your shield up. And as he deflects off of the shield, he slides into the tip of your rapier, poking something vital,
Yay.
as blood just spurts all over from that, as his first persistent bleed check was a 10.
Oh.
Jesus.
And a 3 on the die means that persistent bleed is not over yet.
Yay.
Warrior number 1 is going to engage. Let's see, does he see the cinder? You're not certain if he sees you or not, but he's swinging at Dixie. And does a 17 hit Dixie?
It does not.
Andros.
All right. So I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And this guy's going to get introduced to Saren Ray as well. An 18 against his flat-footed.
18 hits.
And he will take 8 points of damage, and I will raise my shield.
Okay. And he's actually turning to face you as they grunted something to each other real quick. And number 2 is staying to face the individual with the rapier. Cinder. Neither one of them paid you any mind.
Okay. So how does coming out of concealment work for attacks?
They're
You get a-
considered flat-footed against you.
Okay, just for that first swing?
I believe for the entire action.
Yeah, for the entire set of actions.
Yeah.
For the entire set of actions.
Yes.
Okay. Then go ahead and move me over to flank with 2 with Sir Andros or whatever.
Okay, so
So put me
5, 10, 20.
15.
It'll take you 2 moves to get there.
It would take me 2?
Yep.
Not worth it then. I'll just open up on 1. So, because I can't get flank on either of them.
If he went straight through Dixie, it'd still take 2.
Oh, yeah, I guess he could go that way. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
you get 5, 15, 20. Yeah, he can get to,
20. Yep.
because they don't have any reactions to use.
All right, I'll open up with a claw. I get a bonus because I get that flank bonus. So
I'll keep track of all that.
oh, you'll keep track of all that.
Yeah,
So that's
flat-
a 17.
17 hits.
All right.
Flat-footed now comes off of armor. Or AC.
Yep.
Okay. 4 fire on that one. That is a 16 before all your modifiers.
16. That'll hit.
And then that was a 9 fire.
And this number 2 is bleeding and burning.
Not a good combo. And I go, surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker!
I just assume if I say ribbit after the end of everything, they understand what I'm saying.
Right. Absolutely.
Obviously.
His Pip, what you doing?
I will stride to there. And then Abadar will guide me with another gavel, divine gavel.
Number 2?
Yeah, I'll do number 2 because they look like they're taking care of 1. So that's a 21 of lawful.
That will hit, and they are also chaotic.
So that is 5 points of lawful damage.
5 points of lawful damage. This dude is having a bad day. He just stabbed himself, and then he's getting mollywopped by a goblin and a gavel.
Flaming goblin.
Hey, we don't judge here.
What?
Look,
I mean,
it's a
everyone
flaming
gets thrown in
goblin.
prison.
All right, so that's how many rounds until number 6 comes back with that. Dixie.
Yep, I will. I'm gonna attack number 1 because I have the flank on him. My rapier.
Mm-hmm.
A 20 to hit.
20 will hit. And remember, you still got that -2 to strength, so just the flat 2d6.
All right, that's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And
Second
then
action.
I will strike at him again with my rapier.
Okay, -4 from your base because of the +1.
That's an 18
18 will hit.
for 7 points of damage.
Nice. Third action.
I will raise my shield again.
There you go. Good on ya.
It was number 10.
And
Check.
we go to number 2,
It was
who
9, 10.
is going to turn at the goblin that attacked him.
Do you take that bleed? That's
He takes that at the end of his turn.
Oh,
14 will miss. Even less will miss even more.
yeah.
Final swing. His pip get a hero point as I critically failed yet again.
Wow.
For me or for? Were you
Oh,
trying
I'm sorry, Cinder hero point.
Yeah. Is there a max on these?
Nope, you start the session at 1. Anything else additional you just use before.
Oh, it doesn't roll over?
No, they do not roll over.
Oh, I've been banking them because I thought they rolled over.
Nope.
Wait, what? He's confused.
He's really confused as he spurted blood all over Cinder and dies because he only had 10 hit points left, and I rolled max on that again.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Hey, I'm really good at damaging my own guys.
I'm proud of you, Mike.
I appreciate
Right.
that. Number 1. Seeing this is how this is going to stride to behind Andros. Swings his club, 21 to hit.
That will hit, and I will shield block.
Okay. 10 points of damage.
So I take 3, the shield takes 3.
What about the other?
And the shield is broken now.
And swings again.
So it's only giving me a...
That's a 20 to hit that time.
That'll hit.
And that's 12 points of damage.
Ouch.
But that is all 3 of his actions. Andros, would you care to respond?
Absolutely. All right. 22 on the first shield bash. Oh, 12 points.
All right, that'll hit. And does 12 points of damage. Still up.
Oh, that doesn't work well for me. That would have been better on my last turn. I'm only dealing normal damage on this natural 20. Because I would have gotten 2 for 1 and... Or no, wait. Deal normal damage to one adjacent target.
Yeah, so double damage to him.
11, 22.
Yeah, he real dead. And
Oops.
let's see. We'll continue rounds for a moment. Cinder, what you doing?
Okay, so you see that little bush that's near me?
Yes.
Yeah, same thing. Run in, hide in the bush.
You're diving in the bush.
Yeah.
His Pip.
Another 19 to hide.
Nice. His Pip, what are you doing?
Oh. I will do a perception to see how Andros is looking. How are you looking, Andros, with a 12?
Be-doo, be-doo, be-doo.
He got battered pretty badly and his shield's damaged, but there are no active enemies around right now, so if you wanted to move up, you could use a 3-action heal next round.
3-action heal to do max of 8. I don't know.
To everyone.
I don't know. Okay, I guess on that perception, could I look at everyone?
Absolutely.
Not me.
You don't?
You hide in there.
Yeah, you watch Cinder dive in there. Cinder, were you damaged at all when you dove into the bush?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cinder has been knocked around. Dixie, what about you?
I am full. I
Dixie's
was already full.
Dixie's wounds are completely healed, but Cinder, Andros, and yourself are damaged.
All right, then I will stride to the square behind Andros. And say, Andros, can you patch me up a bit, and I'll take care of the rest of us.
All right.
Next, in a second.
Dixie, what are you doing?
I want to scoot up, maybe to the left of Andrews, and just kind of stand ready. So,
Okay.
in case another one comes out.
Andros, what are you doing?
Let's see.
You
Done
battle
battle
medicine
medicine.
yourself. That's it.
Okay. Then I will attempt to battle medicine his Pip. Ooh, nice. 26.
48.
First two are 12. The second two is another 12. 24.
Damn.
All right, thanks, brother.
I am a hell of a battlefield medic.
Cinder, nothing's showing up. What you doing?
I still have.
Sorry,
I
Andros
quietly
had 2 actions left. Sorry.
With that, I'll turn back around and ready in action to strike upon approach.
Okay, now Cinder, what are you doing?
giggle in the bush.
The bush giggles.
And I go back to stealthing.
His Pip?
All right, this is my last blessing from Abadar. Reaction heal for 6.
Oh, you heal 6?
Everybody heals 6.
All right. That's not awful.
That's all I got, so.
That's fine.
After
Thank you.
about 30
I feel
seconds,
supported.
After about 30 seconds of standing there and waiting, nothing shows up to fight you.
I'll make a perception to see if I can figure out if they're coming. Oh,
make my
finally
way
a
back
good
to-
perception roll, 23.
The swamp is quiet.
I'll make my way back to the matriarch and start going through her stuff to see if she has any potions or anything that might help us.
I'll loot these warriors.
I'll stand guard.
Dixie?
I would just kind of stand guard and hold my shield up, wait to see what happens.
Okay, so you're standing guard.
Do you need a perception for me investigating her? Or...
Nope.
Okay. It was a 21.
Very nice. The only thing that she has on her...
Is that staff?
She's got a staff that lit up with magic runes. And then she also has what looks to be a petrified elf hand.
Ooh.
So I'll do my detect magic, and
There is unknown magic in this area.
then I'll do my read aura, and then try to identify.
Which one are you reading first?
The staff.
All right. Arcana check. Because that has an evocation aura about it.
A 20 total.
20. Well, that's a +1 staff.
Ooh. I could use that. Does anybody else want the staff? You don't seem to.
I don't know Styx magic.
I don't need the.
This is you. How lawful is you?
I think we decided this a long time ago that if it's loot off of a job.
Yeah, this is spoils of battle. This is not theft.
No, I'm saying, like, are you going to tell us it's Styx magic, or is this your new stick?
Oh, yeah, it's a magical stick that seems to be a little better in combat.
I don't hit people with sticks real well. It's
Yeah,
your stick.
You know that is a +1 staff.
You might be able to kill the frogs better.
On the elf hand,
So, well, here, I'm trying to add it. So what do I need as far as room?
Go to just add the quarters or add the staff
and then +1 potency rune.
and give that.
I gave it, but what rune do I
It's
choose?
under
Fundamental.
mods.
Under mods. Okay, I was under runes. So
Yeah, the rune part is more for the special runes. This one's the mods are the fundamentals.
Gotcha.
Um,
Cool. So I got that, and then the elf thing, read, and all that. Is it Arcana or?
it's going to be Arcana. That has evocation on it as well.
So that's my Arcana is what? 12 plus 4, so 16.
You don't know what that does.
Cinder, you got any idea what this thing would be?
That's a hand.
Well, Cinder, while he's asking you that, those warriors that you're searching,
Mm-hmm.
between the two of them, they had the crappy clubs, the primitive javelins, the nasty armor, but they had 3 vials in some sort of earthen crockery.
Does it smell the same?
Let's see. To your nose, these smell really bad. At least one of them does. And then after you sniff the first one, you get, hey, Cinder, can you tell me what this thing does?
Yeah, I guess. I'll waddle over with these earthen jugs. All ridiculousness. And I'll trade you jugs for hand. Hand me those jugs. I take the hand and I look at it, I sniff it, and then I lick it. And then I got a 19 for that Arcana.
A 19 on that Arcana?
Yeah.
This smells like your mage hand.
Ooh, this does the hand thing. Like my hand thing. Dude, who wants to do the hand thing? Oh, give it to the lizard. She always dropping stuff.
That's rude.
It is a hand of the mage.
Has to be invested.
Yep, has to be invested, and then as a 2 action, you can activate it and cast Mage Hand.
Would you want this, or it's the spell essentially? I don't know.
I mean, I think it would be more beneficial with you.
All right, I'll see you. Andrew's
What
mine.
the heck is going on?
They're a train.
So either Andros or I'll get that, I reckon.
Okay.
Okay. So I take these earthenware jugs. How do I figure out what in the world they are?
Are you trained in craft?
No. Hey, shield boy. Mr. Sun. I'm gonna call you Sonny from now on.
Sonny, he hands you 3 similar-looking crocs that had that infiltrator's elixir.
Okay.
I don't know
To
what
see
these
what
are
those
in.
do.
They smell bad.
That is a 21 on the craft.
21, the first one is a minor elixir of life.
Hey, that's cool.
Okay.
Second one,
19.
same thing, another elixir of life.
And for the last one, 18.
18, also an elixir of life. There were 3 of them.
Why do they smell so bad?
Depends on what they make them with.
It just, to your nose, it smelled like clean and not tasty.
It smelled like soap. Okay. All right. So the only thing that I want is that grass cloak thing that she had.
That's fine. There are several other bodies to check, as well as the tents.
We'll check the chance. We'll check it
I'll
out.
go through the bodies around the campfire. And
I'll go through the tents.
I'm going to continue
You
guarding.
Yep. In the tents, in the big tent,
Oh yeah.
there is a sack full of coins and a very nice-looking pointy stick.
What type of pointy stick?
here.
Kind of like what Dixie uses.
Oh,
Oh, it's the sticker,
Yes, except this one's shinier.
a shinier sticker.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then a sack full of coins.
Oh, I dragged the sack down.
Dustin, on one of the scouts, I'm not even going to tell you their base gear because it's garbage. There was another one of those earthenware crocs.
okay. I'll hand that to Andros. Say another potion for you of some sort.
I assume you're going to check and see if it's magical first.
Yeah.
It did not detect as
an area
magic.
with the magical.
17 on the craft.
17 on the craft is enough to crack that one. That is a dark vision elixir, lesser.
And then I'll do detect magic on that rapier as well that Cinder brings out.
Here's a sticker.
No new auras when that appears, but it does seem to be made of nicer material.
Andros, do you have any idea what this is made out of?
With the craft check, you can know that too, because craft is very useful.
17.
17. I believe that is just enough to know that that is a low-grade silver rapier.
Yeah, that looks like it'd be right down Dixie's aisle. Guess that's your rewards for being so brave today.
Are the tents are cleared? Everything's looted.
Yep, you just haven't gone through the bag of coins.
Oh, yeah. Here's loot. Coins.
Yeah,
I don't feel like counting.
When we get back, so we don't drop any in the swamp.
Yeah.
Are you making a beeline back towards where you came from?
First, I set all the tents on fire before we leave. Because we gotta send a message.
Yes.
To the one scout that you know ran away?
He needs to know this is our swamp now.
Those tents lit off some oily smoke, but they are on fire.
Yeah. I have nothing to come back to.
And
Unplug it. Try.
with that, once James shows back up.
Whew, that was a rough night. That was a
Yeah.
rough.
I can't believe you pulled through.
I had a shit time. Well, I had a fun time. His pip had a shit time.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
It was the worst.
It's all in one.
Tried to make a cool play that ended up being shitty.
And we fought 3 counters at once.
4. Oh no, the 4th never showed up. Yeah, the one warrior took off because when the dude was like, "He's taking, they're killing everybody." No, I'm done. But with that, we're gonna call it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, thanks for watching, and you'll see us here again next week. Have a great
And
night,
next-
everybody. Oh,
You'll
sorry.
see them at level 2.
Ooh, that was a lot of XP. All right. Have a great night, folks.
That was a lot of it.